请出发的乘客尽早前往，安全检查。
Please watch your step.
라이트닝 USB-C. correct.
You mess with me, boy. You are the cause of all my stress. You've been ignoring all my texts. It's getting harder to avoid that funny feeling in my chest. Can't help but wonder what's coming next. And I've been staying up and getting all worked up, yeah, until sunrise. Thinking about all the times you've gotten in my mind and all of your signs. Tell me honestly, what do you want us to be? No more fronting, 'cause that's gonna lead to nothing. Yeah. Ooh, and I don't know what to do. Yeah. Ooh, my message isn't getting through. 1 minute you're gone, I never keep track. Is this all I got? No, I don't know why. You got me feeling blue.
Get you out of my head and all the time that we spent. I know I can never be with you. Good girl, you never know what's good.
What's good, what's good, what's good? I've been thinking that we feel the same. Like this one girl got me falling with feelings I can't explain. Got me dancing, kinda wish I knew her feelings too. Do I mention about this question? Did she drop out any clues? I'm not feeling like she did. If she did, I might lose my mind. Maybe wasted all my time trying to find where she could be. Maybe cuddled in my arms now. I don't know if she'd be down to stare at stars now. Maybe she'd be down to listen to my songs. We could tell each other what we're feeling, what we've always longed for.
予備使用可能です。
And I
使
don't
用
know
可
what
能な
to
空間は
do.
電話で充電器交換と研修を選んでくださ
My
い。
message
電
isn't
子
getting
変更を
through.
選択し、
1
充
minute
電
you're
ボタン
gone,
を
I
押して
never
お支
keep
払
track.
い
Is
方法
this
を
all I
選
got?
択
No,
くだ
I
さ
don't
い。
know why. You got me feeling blue. Yeah.
小放術中です。少々お待ちください。
And I don't know what to do. Yeah. My message isn't getting through. 1 minute you're gone, I never keep track. Is this all I got? No,
ほどフルなキャッシュ、ご希望のカードサービスを終え、カードを挿入してください。カチッと音が鳴るまでカードを入れてください。先ほど認識されたカードでチャージするください。必要紙幣を1枚ずつ投入してしばらくお待ちください。領収書を発行しますか？チャージが完了しました。
Never been to California,
주문이 완료되었습니다.
been to LA, so I'll stay home and write these songs, pretend I'm making someday. Friends are getting married, they're all
주문이 완료되었습니다.
so I lay here, watch the ceiling fan go round and round. And it's always gone too fast, like a trip to the beach or the life of James Dean. It kills me to think I'm avoiding the bit I can't swallow. Haven't seen my twin brother, I keep missing his calls. It's funny just how easily a family can drift apart. Finally getting married to an angel in human form, but I still think about Nashville, he's staying near the right chord. And it's always gone too fast, like a trip to California, never been to LA, so I'll stay home and write these songs, pretend I'll make it someday. Our friends are getting married, they're all settling down, so I lay here, watch the ceiling fan go round and round. And it's always gone too fast, like a trip to the beach or the life of James Dean, and it kills me to think.
Please select the service you want. Please insert the room key.
It's tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger. We used to work, now I'm trying to make sure that we're both on the same page. I don't want it to complicate. I know you're riding away. Is there room for us both on the same wave? Nothing breaks so clearly when there's love on the line. My best friend told me someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why would
I should have known from the start that you were a waste of an open bar top, wiping my feet on the doormat. But there's so much of you that I just can't leave. Yeah, nothing breaks so clearly when there's love on the line. My best friend told me someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why would I?
You're out there riding away, but is there room on the wave? Don't want a second thought, babe, I'll stay in mine. I'm all the give, you're the take. There ain't no fixing the break. Nothing left I could say. Ha, ha, ha.
Nothing breaks so clearly when there's love on the line. My best friend told me someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why
You mess with me, boy. You are the cause of all my stress. You've been ignoring all my texts. It's getting harder to avoid that funny feeling in your chest. Can't help but wonder what's coming next. And I've been staying up and getting all worked up, yeah, until sunrise. Thinking about all the times you've gotten in my mind and all of your signs. Tell me honestly, what do you want us to be? No more fronting, 'cause that's gonna lead to nothing. Yeah. Ooh, and I don't know what to do. Yeah. Ooh, my message isn't getting through. 1 minute you're gone, I'll never keep track. Is this all I can know? I don't know why. You got me feeling blue.
Get you out of my head, and all the time that we spent. I know I can never be with you. 'Cause girl, you never know what's good.
What's good, what's good, what's good? I've been thinking that we feel the same. Like this one girl got me falling with feelings I can't explain. Got me dancing, kinda wish I knew her feelings too. Do I mention about this question? Did she drop out any clues? I'm not feeling like she did. If she did, I might lose my mind. Maybe wasting all my time trying to find where she could be. Maybe cuddled in my arms now. I don't know if she'd be down to stare at stars now. Maybe she'd be down to listen to my songs. We can tell each other what we're feeling, what we've always longed for.
And I don't know what to do. Yeah. My message isn't getting through. 1 minute you're gone, I'll never keep track. Is this all I can know? I don't know why. You got me feeling blue. Yeah. stress. You've been ignoring all my texts. It's getting harder to avoid that funny feeling in my chest. Can't help but wonder what's coming next. And I've been staying up and getting all worked up, yeah, until sunrise. Thinking about all the times you've gotten in my mind and all of your signs. Tell me honestly, what do you want us to be? No more fronting, 'cause that's gonna lead to nothing. Yeah. Ooh, and I don't know what to do. Yeah. Ooh, my message isn't getting through. 1 minute you're gone, I'll never keep track. Is this all I can know? I don't know why. You got me feeling blue.
Get you out of my head and all the time that we spent. I know I can never be with you. Cause girl, you never know what's good.
What's good?
I've been waking up too early just to lose some more sleep. I've been hiding from my pride, but I'm looking for a change. Oh, but what if I change my mind? Will I find my wasted time? There's somebody I look up to, I could only hope to be. If we had the conversation and know exactly what he say to me, what he say to me. He would say you'll be alright if you know where to turn to. You'll lose this fight if you don't ever learn to keep it in balance and always know you can only get higher if you've been low. He said you'll be alright if you live in the moment. Don't give up on life, it's your only opponent. You can only be honest. I make you this promise. can't leave yet. Nothing makes it clearly when there's love on the line. Best friend time with someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why would You're out there riding away, but is there room on the wave? Don't want a second thought, babe, I'll stay in mine. I'm all the give, you're the take. There ain't no fixing the break. Nothing left I could say. Ha, ha, ha. Nothing makes it clearly when there's love on the line. Best friend turn to someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why would I, I don't wanna call you later. You're tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger. We used to work, now I'm trying to make sure that we're both on the same page. I don't want it to complicate. I know you're riding away. Is there room for us both on the same way? Nothing brings it clearly when there's love on the line. Best friend tell me someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why would I,
안쪽이 너무 건조하셔서
I should have known from the start that you were a waste of an open bar top, wiping my feet on the doormat. But there's so much of you that I just can't leave yet. Nothing makes it clearly when there's love on the line. Best friend time with someone that I don't even like. There's nothing left to fix if you don't want me to try. Oh, why would I, when you were barely even mine? Oh, why You're out there riding away, but is there room on the wave? Don't want a second thought, babe, I'll stay in mine. I'm all the give, you're the take. There ain't no fixing the break. Nothing left I could say.